people's RVs blowing off the side have made those changes.
You have to, or you're gonna die.
But we are excited to be here. This is the culmination of 3 years. I want to see how this engine brake compares to the last. This is exactly why you want the big windows. But it is the best camping. This is the culmination of 3 years. This is really the start of season 10. Even though we're already in it, we are starting our journey over right now. Brand new RV. You just saw the reveal of it. We are pumped. We have an ambitious plan. We need to be in Seattle in 8 days to get on a cruise. But we got a lot of stops in between there. I'm not even sure how far we're gonna get in this episode, but right now we're gonna go see my sister. I got a new nephew to see. And then we're gonna hit the Badlands, then Wyoming.
And then it's gonna be straight to that boat.
And this is gonna be a packed episode. But yeah, we gotta get to Seattle in just a few days. All right, we're about 500 miles into this journey. We are, I think, in Austin, Wisconsin or something.
Minnesota, but close.
Something like that. Anyways, we got a lot of first impressions to share. We got a lot of new stuff that we're learning with this RV, but first and foremost, this is our first boondocking experience in a Walmart parking lot. The first thing that I'm noticing is how much more quiet it is.
It's insane, you guys.
The thicker walls, the dual pane windows. You used to be able to hear a leaf going across the parking lot. And it's like a cave now, and that's what we were hoping for, but I wasn't setting myself up for being disappointed.
I knew that there were benefits, but I honestly had no idea just how much soundproofing it was going to be. It's a little bizarre.
Yeah, our visit with my new nephew went great. So much fun to see families, new houses across the country. That's kind of why we're on the road, to see family and friends and stay connected. Obviously with technology, it makes it easier. That's how we're on the road, because we're able to stay connected. Lots and lots of first impressions. We got G-rated tires now. We got a whole new suspension. I want to get some more miles and we'll share more, but right now we are heading to the Badlands.
Yes, we're so excited. One of the biggest things that we are figuring out right now, and all of you guys who have gotten new RVs understand that you have a new teardown and setup process, and so we're still getting acclimated with that. One of the biggest changes is our couch tear down and put away in order to close the slides, and we'll share more about that in a little bit. But make sure that you have your checklist and that you're going through it, especially when you have a new RV, because it's so easy to forget something. Let us know if you've had any whoops scenarios, if you guys have like forgotten something on that list, because we for sure have. But we will keep you guys updated on how that process goes, and at some point we'll show you guys what we do to shut this thing down and get back on the road.
I heard the Badlands has some changes.
Yeah.
I think people's RVs blowing off the side have made those changes, but we'll see.
Packed some bags and we headed west. Thought that it might be the best thing for us. I was thinking about me and all the things that you'd leave behind. Family and a peace of mind. And I got you.
All right, I feel like we are RVing. We're coming up to the Badlands. It's called The Wall, and everybody else knows how to get here. You basically hit Wall Drug, and instead of taking a right to go to Wall Drug, you just take a left to head down towards the actual Badlands National Park. You're going to start to see all these RVs kind of off in the distance. That is the wall. Like,
There's a lot of people out here, so we're gonna find out.
Spot. I know that one thing as far as regulation goes is that they've made designated spots to camp on because people were literally blowing off the wall.
It's a very windy location.
Super windy. You got to have water in your tank. Low center of gravity. You want to be heavy. But anyways, it costs a lot of money to get an RV off the bottom of the wall.
No kidding.
They had to make some rules.
Yeah, there's so many people.
We're
in a line right
You can go.
Yes, you see?
Yeah, we're
like,
just 2 people ahead of us. It's Friday afternoon. We tried to get here earlier. Couldn't do it.
It's kind of a sketchy turn.
A little bit, as long as there's nobody coming.
Yeah, that's what I mean. At least the gate's open. Remember when we first started coming, you had to like stop right here and open the gate?
Another thing about this place is if it's been raining, wait a few days because this place gets muddy and rutted up. Doesn't look too bad, just take your time.
But if this was all wet and that was all wet mud, you'd be getting stuck.
But yeah, you can see the designated spots now. So there's 2 ways you can go. You can take a left and go down that way, or you take a right and obviously go down that way.
This is just a little, if you're taking a right, there's only a little circle. You'll see it on Google Maps. And if you zoom in on Google, I think it's called Badlands Dispersed Camping. On Campendium, it's called Nomadic View Dispersed Camping. But you'll be able to zoom in and see the road that goes along the ledge.
So the way to choose this side has more dramatic views and the wall is more dramatic. You can see down, into the park a little bit easier. This side, usually if you take a left, you usually have a little bit more privacy, but the wall isn't as dramatic of a drop off over that way. I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know which way we should go.
That, I'm gonna guess, to the right is already full.
I think that's the circle right there that you can see. The end of the RVs over here, I'm pretty sure that's the end.
That is the thing. You will encounter this always when you're doing any kind of dispersed camping. Is there a spot? And if you could show up there not on a Friday, like we are, you're doing yourself a favor. But yeah, these places are always busy. There's no reservations. So that's why a lot of people like shy away from it, but it is the best camping.
It's our absolute favorite. You have to be a little bit more spontaneous and you have to be flexible, but I would say 9 times out of 10, it's always been worth it for us.
Yeah, you always find a spot. Watch me don't find a spot.
We'll find a spot.
Gosh. All right, we're gonna strategize.
I'm gonna love you till the stars go out, shelter up above you till they all fall down. We ain't got light, we got love. We ain't got a lot, we got love.
All right, we are in quite a challenging site. Actually, I kind of just wanted to test out to see what this was capable of. It's pretty tippy. I'm actually a little bit off the ground on this side, but we are in, I don't know if this is an actual spot, but this is why you come to the Badlands. And this is why you camp here. Because you have this absolutely amazing view. So this is where they're not allowing you to camp. You used to be able to camp right here, but you can see all the way down the wall you can camp. Unbelievable. This is not the national park, but the national park is over here. And I don't even know, technically I don't think we're in a site, but look at that space. It's crazy if it's not a site. But these sites down here that they mocked up are, it's like a legit RV park. It looks really cool. But we are here. We're gonna make kebabs tonight. I can't wait to try out that for the first official time, meaning we're actually camping. But we are excited to be here.
We're driving cars on a Mars tonight. We're blasting off to the stars tonight. We wanna go, go. We wanna go, go.
Prepping the space is so easy. We cut our vegetables and meat into like 1.25 inch. We're doing a sirloin steak and chicken tenders. I like to do a wet rub, a few tablespoons of balsamic vinegar and a coating of olive oil. As far as the rub goes, I'm using this Mediterranean blend and salt and pepper. Same for the potatoes minus the vinegar, and just oil and salt on the onions and peppers. After you cut your potatoes, soak them in water for about a minute, pat dry, and then season. I'm cooking these hot and fast on the black zone, set to high on both burners. It's about 12 to 15 minutes of cooking time. Sort of cheating on the potatoes here. We're cooking them in the air fryer at 400 degrees for about 20 minutes. And this is exactly why you want the big windows. Beautiful sunrise this morning. I don't know if I've ever seen it so foggy or misty out here. We got some cinnamon rolls and some bacon and some cappuccinos. We're gonna sit over here and enjoy this view. Spectacular. This new setup actually makes it a little bit easier to get in here. Make sure you come here at least once. This was even sort of a quick overnight. We got here about 3:30. And we're gonna leave about noon. So we got almost 24 hours here. We wanted to spend more. The plan was to spend a week here, but with our timeline being delayed, that just didn't work out. And that's just the way it goes sometimes. It's notoriously windy here. So I was hoping to test out the slide toppers with the mesh. It's like the calmest it's ever been. So we'll have to do that at a different time. Check this out. We're gonna eat, relax a little bit, and then pack up and head out of here.
Drinking water out in the Badlands.
You have to, or you're gonna die.
Real.
Look at this place.
This place is just spectacular. Every time you come back, you're like, oh man, I hope I feel the same way about it as I did the first time I came. And you do. So we've been here 3 times in 3 different rigs. One time the first time we scaled down here, I wandered over there somewhere and actually found some fossils of, what was it, an oreodont?
I think so.
Some sort of mammal.
Yeah, and they have all of those in the national park and like the visitor center. So if you ever come, make sure you go and check that out, because like the dinosaur bones and the fossils that they have found here, it's incredible.
And I mean, I know you've seen from all the drone footage I've shared, but this view is just unbelievable. It's such a strange landscape. I love that there's so many different places across America that just take your breath away. You grow up in one space and you just don't realize what is out here.
Man,
in
so
our
true.
own country. Like,
so true.
We've been here 3 times, like I just said. Lineage last year, and our 2018 reflection back in
2019, I think.
I think it was 19.
Yeah.
Awesome time every single time we come here. But it has changed a little bit, but I don't think it's changed for the bad. Like I said before, like the whole camping situation where you can't park in the wall anymore has changed. Mm-hmm. And we've been finding that across the country, whether it's overuse or abuse, things just change. They have to be regulated. I mean, the Tetons used to be able to stay there for, I'm referring to Teton Overlook, you used to stay there for 14 days. Now you're capped at 5 now.
Yeah.
The Kinnick River in Alaska, Valdez Lake in Alaska. I mean,
there's been multiple places. Yellowstone has had some changes to like the BLM land that's out there. And obviously like there was a huge influx of like RVers and camping in 2020 during COVID. And so it's just changed the landscape, but they've actually done a really good job here. And I'm impressed. I was worried that it was going to be way too different, but
they did a good job.
Been great.
And sometimes I said overuse or abuse. Sometimes it's just time. I mean, time just changes everything anyways. Now that we've been on the road for 8 years, we're starting to see some of those changes as far as camping goes.
Yeah.
You guys write into me all the time, or us all the time, saying like you visited a park in the 70s or like a national park in the 70s, and I can only imagine how amazing it was back then.
Oh my gosh.
So what is the change that you've seen? Is there a park that you've seen, a boondocking spot that you've seen that's changed?
Whether recently or from a long time ago.
Yeah, or like I'd love the stories about what parks used to be, because obviously they weren't as crowded as they are right now. So,
and the history of the national parks is just like, it's amazing.
Keep sharing. I love to hear the stories. But we are soaking up a last little bit here. Don't want to leave, but
no, we don't. But you guys know that our timeline to get to that cruise in Seattle is like imminent, and there's no way that we're crossing the country without stopping to see all of our friends and family that are at the ranch that we work at in Wyoming every year. Our time there is going to be very short because of this time crunch, but we always stop and visit and say hi. And if you have not seen any of those videos, we'll make sure we link them in the description. We have been there for many of their cattle drives, brandings. We've been there for every single event that happens with their cattle except calving, because that's in February in Wyoming.
Doesn't exactly work.
Doesn't work with the RV as well, but that is going to happen whether we fly in, or I'm not sure how it's going to happen, but we're going to make that happen.
But yeah, this place is beautiful. I don't want to leave, but like she just said, we're going to the ranch, so that makes it all better. We're excited to get back on the road. We're excited to be on the road. This is a long time coming. Like a long time coming. You've heard us mention it so many different times, but and you're probably sick of it, but we're so excited to be on the road, exploring all the same places, and cannot wait to do new stuff. As soon as we get back from the cruise, we're coming down the Pacific Northwest.
And that's been years since we've seen that. It's been a long time.
And then we're heading to Utah for, I don't know, late October, November. But yeah, we're getting really excited. We're not getting excited. We are excited.
There's like this whole new influx of like joy and exploration and the spirit of adventure. I don't know how to describe it. It's all like
that new rig.
Yeah. It's just our own timeline now, and we can just go and do what we want, and it's incredible. That is the freedom of the life that we chose 8 years ago, and it's what we want our girls to know as they're, soon launching out into the world on their own. Like, you can set up your life in order to be free and make your own choices, and that's like kind of what's bubbling up in us right now. It's awesome.
All right.
You ready?
Let's try not to fall on our way back up here. It's pretty steep. Like,
it's pretty. That one I don't like. You guys
that's
know.
Like,
yep. You guys.
That's like a propane cover that either blew off or is part of a RV. Oh, there's another thing over there.
I'm
pretty sure that's why. Yeah. The camping is the way it is. One thing that is good is the road is a lot better now coming in here. So.
Best we've ever seen it.
This is worth the stop. Time to hit the road. We are hitting up an Open Roads Loves. It's a really good price. I'm gonna tell you one thing. This thing looks a lot better out in the wild than it did in the shop.
And it looked pretty good in the shop.
It really did. I was like, this looks great. It really looks good now. I'm so happy with it. What do you think? What do you think of the paint job? And I forgot to mention, or you forgot to mention, how good those kebabs were last night.
Oh my gosh.
You cannot go wrong with the kebabs.
No, you really can't.
So good.
What did you use? That like Mediterranean blend?
Yeah, there's a new Mediterranean blend. It's amazing. You can put it on chicken, you can put it on potatoes. I even put it on some of the steak to match chicken. I'll share it.
To rewrite our American dream. I wanna see the world from the edge of my seat. A big windshield or a plane, not a TV screen. Don't you need the road to tell you you really are? Find out whether or not a man could ever change his stars. Whoa, how you gonna step in line?
All right, we are in Buffalo, Wyoming, and this is this truck's and this trailer's first official pass.
Yes.
Which is awesome because our first trailer and our first truck, this was the first official pass. I mean, there's some small passes you go across the United States, but this is like a legit mountain pass where you get to the top in the summertime and there's still snow up there.
Yeah, that was crazy and something we were not anticipating when we did this in 2018.
So I'm really excited. I want to see how this engine brake compares to the last. It's not really comparable because this trailer weighs like 3,000 pounds more than our other one does. So it'll be interesting to compare it. I want to make a correction. A couple weeks ago, we put out a video that said that Open Roads, the fuel discount program, took credit cards. They do now. If you called and they said they didn't, it wasn't quite ready yet. I jumped the gun a little bit, but they do have it now. So if you would prefer to use a credit card over your bank account because that makes you nervous, it's now available. The only caveat is that it's a 3% charge to use a credit card where it's free with a bank account. But if you have rewards on your credit card, that probably more than makes up for it. So check our links. We've saved a ton of money on this trip across the country so far.
Yeah.
I can highly recommend it. It's awesome. I wish that we'd have done it sooner. We'd started it, what, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Anyways, we went 6 years without it, and we should not have gone 6 years without it.
Yeah, that was kind of dumb.
So I apologize if you wasted your time and called and they said it wasn't available yet. It is available now.
We promise. We got the email to prove it.
I am sorry. I almost forgot to say something. If you don't have a dash cam, get a dash cam. Yesterday when we were driving, we had some person just pull straight into us, and we had to go off the road to avoid getting hit. So how do we maintain contact? Had there been an accident?
Yeah.
I mean, it could have been put on us because we're the one towing.
Right.
So obviously fingers are going to point at us. So if you don't have a dash cam, get a dash cam.
We want to know, have you ever had to use dash cam footage to prove that you were in the right and that the other person was in the wrong? I'm very curious because we have had so many people writing in recently saying that their dash cam has absolutely saved them because of what Corey just said. They're the RVer that everyone assumed was at fault, and the dash cam footage proved that that was not the case.
I'm excited for this pass, see what this truck can do. This is a beautiful pass. This is 16, so you break off of 90 instead of going up and around the Bighorn Mountains. These are the Bighorn Mountains. Instead of going up and around, you go over 16. If you're coming across the country anyways, it's quicker to get to Tetons, Yellowstone.
Mm-hmm.
Take 16, you won't regret it.
It's amazing.
I'm gonna love you till the stars go out. Shelter up above